we are inviting to the stage our longtime friend and the creator of the Near Learn Club, Sasha Baksht. Sasha is our frequent speaker. He was with us, I think, more than 2 years, and we do hope that he will stay with us longer. And Sasha merges his background in AI and blockchain to build tools for open, verifiable, and user controlled learning experiences. And he is going to speak about private and verifiable AI for learning. Sasha, are you with us?
Hello, hello. Pleasure to
Oh.
be. Can you hear me well? Right?
Yes,
All good?
yes, we can
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
you well. I will disappear, not to disturb the public, but I'm staying here. And at the end, I will ask our elves to show us the questions and we'll help you with the questions. Please, the
Oh,
stage is
oh,
yours.
awesome. Cool. Let me try to share my presentation first. Okay. Present. Now I share the
Works?
screen. Present. Share the screen. Uh,
Should
okay.
be working. If you share your screen, our little elves should put that into the stream and it should be shown. Let me ask our technicians.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I can see it.
Perfect.
All right. Okay. It's my pleasure to be here with you guys, and it is especially my pleasure to have a chance to share with you my recent achievements and plans and stuff which is happening at the intersection of AI and learning. I will be talking about private and verifiable AI for learning. And first of all, I want to introduce myself for those who do not know me. I'm Sasha Baksht. I've been in uh, online learning since 1998. I've been working in blockchain since 2017, and my entire life was passionate about learning. And with AI entering to the stage of such kind of combined learning, AI and blockchain. So here we go, right? So let's see what does this mean a trio. Uh, as most of all know, AI has entered our life very fast, and we already have noticed some major, I would call it even fundamental issues with the AI. Like imagine, like you probably know that you can even call AI and ask questions directly, like over the phone line. But after all, like, do you have an idea whom I'm talking to, like, at all, right? It's like sometimes it sounds like a random guys, equipped with random knowledge, but the tone, how he or she replies to our questions, is so appealing. Like you just trust it, right? And which is kind of nice, right? But like when you're talking to a black box, this trust is can be harmful in some ways. Like imagine yourself like being okay, not imagine yourself, like just imagine somebody at the 80s, right, or at the 70s, and they're living by themselves alone, right, like aged and lonely people, and they apparently like they want to talk from time to time to anyone. And this is what scammers, phone scammers, and email scammers be using in the world, right? They just call like old people and ask, you know what, like blah blah blah, send money here, send money there. I can be even more dangerous in this regard if it's not responsible. But this is about the one generation of people, and let's see how it is going with other generations, which are more promising generation. I mean, our kids, most of the time ourselves as well. Uh, I entered to the learning like the day before yesterday, right? It's not something like calculators that took, I guess, like some 20, 30 years to appear at the schools, right? Where kids can use them. And still, like I personally still believe that you better can calculate some, can jungle some numbers by yourself in mind, right, without calculator, but it's okay. AI is uh, is even more what should I call it, more disruptive, right? Because like you just ask question, like whatever question, like the complexity of question doesn't matter, right? Does not matter, right? Most likely the AI will reply to your question in a way that he was learned or he was instructed to reply. And like you, if you already adult, right, like semi-adult, and you realize yourself, like you can understand the answer, you can verify the answer, and you have your own critical thinking skills and stuff already developed, not just in development, and you can verify is that answer is good or not, right? But imagine like young kids, right? Like 5 years old, like 10 years old, like they have no idea, right? And they just they just trust the AI and they just apply the knowledge that they get from AI just as the truth. Uh, and moreover, forget about truth. Just imagine how I already works at school. I have high school students at home, and this is what she tells me. Like 100% of the students use AI, and 100% of the teachers use AI. So how does the process look nowadays? Like one AI kind of writes an essay at home, and there is another AI that kind of grades this essay at school or teachers' home, and it kind of pretends that there is knowledge gain process happening, but it's not, right? Well, what is happening is like the teacher and board of education and minister of education and all the organizational educational structure get paid, and in some countries they get paid very well, but learners get nothing. All right, they get illusion of learning and they get illusion of knowledge, and this is bring our future into the risk, right? Imagine those all the people talking to fake AI, and at the same time they have no no workers to cover their pensions because the workers are stupid, right? Uh, they learned some stuff with the AI, right, without actually learning anything. So the picture itself is pretty depressive. But there is an answer for a problem, or at least like we can try a possible solution to address the problem. Like, and indeed, if we create a context which is comfortable for learners themselves, which works for educators themselves, which works for us as parents as well too, and deploy AI as a helper, we can actually get better results. As you can see, like some schools in Texas, they score like top percent in the country once they adopted AI tutors in their programs and stuff. So the answer for the ugly situations that we have facing at schools nowadays is verifiable and private personalized AI tutors, which are accessible and which are great if you happen to make them great. And all of us know that great teachers are very, very rare. And it's lucky if you're lucky and you got some, right? Some great teachers at your school, at your university. You probably remember them for the entire life. You're grateful to their efforts and to their belief in you. So let's try to make those great mentors available for those who wants to learn with them. So responsible AI can help learners, and the one important note on that and crucial note uh, uh, I must amplify is like minds and methods, right? Like if you are deeply involved in the AI industry, you can see like there are a lot of source like we are cool, right? The AGI is coming, everyone is going to lose their jobs and stuff. Like, yeah, okay, like, but like we still have to, at least we have to try uh, to fix the stuff where it is fixable, right? And some jobs will be eliminated, some jobs, new jobs will be created with AI and stuff. But those folks, like our kids, right? We have to figure out how to help them learn more efficiently with period. And as I said, I'm a founder of Learn Near Co-op, and I'm particularly working on near blockchain because, like uh, in my belief, near is the best blockchain for uh, for AI interaction because near is scalable. They have sharding. It means like parallel scalable, and it has human readable accounts, which is cool too. We can just, we are able just separate like dot human and dot robots. So we are well aware who is who. And also near is has affordable transaction stuff. So like, and co-founders of Near, one of co-founders of Near, Ilya Sukin, he actually is one of the creators of GPT technology, one of the authors of white page. So I think Near is the best fit as a blockchain for AI. Cool. So let's see what do I mean by verifiable AI. As I said, Near is a blockchain for AI, and recently Near also launched the initiative Near.ai, which is, and we have the Dev Hub in alpha version still, but still where you can deploy your own agents, and uh, where you can use open source models and open source agents and all the infrastructure you actually need to make AI verifiable. Like as you can see, like this particular like NFT belongs to the near account that actually deployed and continues to maintain our open source agent. Moreover, like there are already some prototypes built by other teams, and that one actually pays our agent in near. Like when you have near account, it's not just a tool to identify the source of the source code and the owner. In Web3, you can also instantly send value to this account, right? So like this particular use case, the orchestration platform refers users to ask our learn AI, and if the user finds the help of AI useful, the system sends some near tokens. The good thing about it, you don't need to create your own token, right? Which is a pain. Okay, so as I said, verifiable AI is not just about agents, where you can check the source code of the agents, the system prompt, the prompt of the agents, the stop words, and all the stuff. If you want, you can fork it and tweak it. Yeah, it's also helps you to verify which particular model the agent use, which is important too. So some people will uh, tend to use like open source models from North America, like Llama by Facebook, or some people want to use some other stuff like Quen or other, like depends. So you can do it, right? It's like a constructor. You can easily switch the model, no worries. And one interesting thing that we happened to notice while we were working on Learn AI project on near AI infrastructure is that the prompt itself matters a lot, like stop words and stuff, of course, matters a lot. But garbage in, garbage out, as they said, like without private knowledge base, which is which is tweaked, which is maintained up to date by the domain experts. That AI is pretty stupid, like it throws to you like generic answers with almost zero value. So that's why we are using our private knowledge base, or RAG, they call it, retrieval augmented generation system, and that one comes from our partner Xtrace, and it is encrypted, and yeah, so everything stays private in there. And another side effect would be of having private knowledge base, you can monetize it, right? Cool. Let's go next. So this is a very, very simple functional schema of how we envision Learn AI. You can see human beings, like an expert, learner who gives feedback for the AI help, AI itself, knowledge bases, agents, charts, and so on. All right, and uh, now I want to draw your attention that this is the things that I'm talking about, like 90% are not ideas or assumptions. Those are prototypes or in prod, right? And we already use them uh, to help learners to learn more about near protocol and near ecosystem and about Web3 in general. And the Learn AI has been already used by thousands of users, and some found it helpful, some did not like it, but we are gradually improving. And let me share with you what is already uh, works in prod. So the very first and obvious use case is ask or chat, right? Like if you don't know where to start, the agent gives you an option, surprise me, right? And then uh, agent gives you the random funny or useful fact about near protocol or and near ecosystem projects. So like it's kind of engaging thing. As I said before, like the agent without well-maintained knowledge base is barely useful. So our agent goes to the LNC Learning Club private knowledge base and search for information there to get a better context to user question, and then the model process the context and prepare a legit answer to the user. And this process is interactive too, right? And we call this learn, like with the L in bracket, method for a reason. Everyone is supposed to learn something, right? Or to learn, but better if together. So our AI is learning from our users' feedback. Our users are learning from AI, and both of them are earning our internal points when they behave well and when they're useful. There are always a, there is always a possibility for farmers to abuse the system, but like with AI tools, it becomes more and more uh, and, tough to 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 play this system because we can use other Web3 tools, right, with decreasing user uh, score, I would say. So they eventually they will pay more rather than they will earn if they do not behave well. Next, another super cool thing, which is also illustrates how AI can be harmful, how AI can be useful in the learning process. Like back in few years ago, we used to have a LNC translators group, people who were earning near tokens to helping us to translate learning materials in other languages like Vietnamese, Chinese, Russian, Portuguese, Spanish, especially. Uh, but not anymore, right? Big language models became very powerful in terms of translation and stuff. So like there is no need to on the dark side, right? There is no need to employ those people. But on the positive side, right? We don't have to maintain learning materials in several languages because AI can translate them on the fly. So like this option, like summarize, you can get the summary of the learning article in few seconds in your own language. Very handful. All right. Another thing is creating quiz on the fly. You can choose easy or advanced, which is also cool, right? Because imagine you have an article and you have to update it. Once you update it, probably part of your quizzes got outdated as well, and another extra work, no more. And this is kind of first new steps to creating completely new learning management system as we know them. Super excited about it. Well, one more feature which is questionable, and we still haven't decided yet. So shall we continue it or not? It doesn't bring more value or more harm to learning club itself and to your learners. Is helping people uh, to comment the topics that they like. From the one part, it's very important. And it's very important activity in cognitive process. On another part, right, the content is getting spammed, not spammed, but getting augmented by synthetics data. So like you have to figure it out. But still, like for non-English speakers, this is kind of a lifesaver, right? They can like write a comment like this and tweak them if they don't like it, but they pay for this, right? In our points. So next, those are the pros, and if the comment is legit, they can also get tipped by other donors, right? Or on tip. So this is a cool mechanism of balancing bad and good players in our club. So this is what we have in prod, and let's see what we have in our plans. So, like some could call it dreams, but like yeah, we have all the tools and we have dedication to make those dreams real. So we have them in plans. The by the end of the year, we plan to have full Steam multi-agent tutor, which kind of like super super useful for onboarding. Like the guy comes to our website and asks, you know what, like I want to know smart contracts. I want to learn smart contracts and not to develop, but like to get like better understanding how they're different from other chains and so on. Just teach me, like and then agent tutor. It starts with Learn AI, and then it can go to near docs agent and ask questions like which are technically deeper than most of the time we have at our website, and so on, so on, and yeah, so like multi-agent user. Uh, as we have already started, like the on-the-fly loading materials generation, we already have quizzes, and with more advanced models, we will gradually add some more like diagrams, images, and videos. So like basically all what you need is to maintain LLM-friendly learning materials, and models will do the rest, right? So like you updated learning materials in text, right? Like Markdown, and the models can regenerate diagrams, images, and videos according to this very personal person, taking into account his background and stuff. Okay. Another stuff which is work in progress, not by us, but by Near.ai and other teams. It's verifiable, trusted execution environments for models, agents, and knowledge bases. It's like very complicated and tricky stuff, but as far as I know, the progress is being made there, and people are super smart there, and people are super energetic because, like right? Yeah, it's going to rule this world if we do not take actions that are required. And next step is into the real world. My personal plan is to introduce Learn AI to real worldwide WordPress community. There are a lot of content creators like publishers, authors, personal training courses and stuff like that live, and like real people, who make real buck helping others. Okay, and to finalize my Sumbur presentation, I want you guys to memorize this stuff, right? If like in casual conversation, like when people say like yeah, like people like our age, right? Maybe younger, maybe older, like yeah, like I don't care, right? Something which is not important. I usually use this method, right? I explain them how AI can affect and already affects their kids or their grandkids or their future kids, right? Like, and if we look at this diagram, and imagine yourself, you are a parent, right? And you want to verify, and you want this AI be responsible, and you want to verify which AI your teacher actually uses, and you want to verify what are the settings there, so you are confident that your kid is being taught by verifiable AI, verifiable teacher, and verifiable and private environment. So this is the only way where we can uh, make AI working together with us and making us working for AI and AI working for us. Thank you so much, and looking forward to answering your question if you have any.
There are a lot of questions, Sasha. So we will
No,
try to
no
cover
way.
this. Yes,
No
yes,
way.
there are a lot of questions.
I should
Apparently,
I
apparently,
should
the
stood before.
educational topic touches the hearts of our listeners because we never had so many questions on any other topic. Then uh, we have a question from Malika. It says, "Greetings. Do you think which subjects are more suitable and easy to implement for AI as a teacher?"
Uh, yeah, I actually can read the questions. It does not
Don't steal
matter.
my job.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, I'm just
Yeah,
just yeah.
yeah.
Um, it does not matter, I guess. Like it does not matter. Like the as I said, garbage in, garbage out, right? Like eh, as yeah, apparently, like as long as we have that well maintained knowledge base, that the participants of the learning process are all aligned, we are good. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, but like
So,
mhm.
so you don't see the difference between for math, history. Well, I guess with languages, it's well for me, languages looks easier than more controversial topics like history or biology.
Like listen, like uh, I've been learning English for a while, right? Like and kind of same subject, right? But very different approaches. Like and all of them started like from the that knowledge base, right? If you have that textbook and you follow it, it's kind of it's kind of probably we will change the approach that for learning process, right? But from my perspective, right, this is where it starts, right? It's better from start from the beginning and then decide where to go. Apparently, some subjects are like more deterministic, like math, right? But even math evolves. Like okay, I will put it this way: the trickiest subjects to learn with AI or without AI, those that are very fluid. Like sometimes it's history, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's we all have in mind. Yes,
Yeah. And
and the public
sometimes
too.
sometimes it's something else. So, but generally speaking, like
But
yeah,
are you sure? Because when we're looking like, well, AI is good in, giving something fluid, blah, blah, blah. And history is about that. But AI is not very good, for example, counting fingers. And I'm worried how it's going to teach math. Because apparently, well, my experience that the AI can count very badly.
yeah. But like the again, like the uh, if like in technology we used to think that things move faster, right? In blockchain tech we used to think that things move faster. Like listen, AI like is 10x faster than blockchain. I mean, like the improving of technology and stuff. So even now, like if you get paid subscription to open AI and try like O3 model, like and ask it like, listen, like explain me logarithms and stuff, right? Try me help me to understand. Like it works very well. Like it it evolves super fast, and I'm not worried about that part. I'm worried about the beginning part, the knowledge base, and how can we can verify it.
Thanks. Next question from Anna. And that's the interesting question, Sasha. Do you know if near ecosystem supports projects in education? Probably there are some grants, special programs, or any ecosystem products specifically designed for education.
This is not a question for me actually, right? You'll be better refer to Near Foundation. And if anyone has any ideas and stuff, to talk, please get in touch with me and let's see if I can help anyhow from uh, from personally from myself or from learning near co right? Because like all those like grants and special programs, this is complicated thing to discuss, right? And this is not the purpose of my of my appearance here. Right? Let's get in touch and
Okay.
see if we can do anything. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Then let's look and then like Sasha doesn't know, Anna, and we will look to the another, and we have Orhan who is asking, have you tested this with real educators? Do they care about Zika proofs or just outcome?
Uh, like the real educators. I think I'm a real educator myself.
So
I, I,
tested with
yeah,
yourself.
yeah, yeah.
How
So
does it work? From
I
the
think
with the
I
head of the educator.
yeah, I
Are you
think
satisfied?
also the projects from new ecosystems educators themselves too, because they want actually to tell people what their project's about and what their features and why it matters for everyone. And it works occasionally. We are still it's work in progress, right? We are still in trenches trying to make it more efficient. And like, don't forget the fact that we compete not against Khan Academy or other. We compete against Netflix, YouTube, and other attention grabbers. The more time they spend on learning a club, the less time they spend on YouTube, which is already good, right? Or TikTok.
Yes.
uh, for the privacy is not a big issue for now. Because like, okay, like if you learn near protocol, like there is no personal information, nothing crucial. And the case, I don't think the case is the way to go. Like to be used in learning, in making learning more comfortable and more private. It's not secret learning, right? It's like private learning. So like, and I think trusted execution environment is the very promising way to address this issue, where the like possible model and your knowledge base and agent are hosted in the closed environment, where which is reachable only by participants of the actually learning ecosystem, right? Like learning a club, right? Like we have like educators, AIs, like robots, and we have students. We don't have parents here, no papa, no mama at learning club. But this is the way. This is the way to go, I guess. And we on this way, and hopefully in a few months we'll introduce you how it works. Yeah.
I have a feeling that you started to answer next question. We will see
Mhm.
that on a screen. And the next question is, can Zika proof realistically handle the computational overhead of the modern LLMs? Or are we limited to the small scale models?
Uh, I'm not privacy expert by any means, but again, like as far as I understood, like the case by themselves, they like kind of nice tech, right? Very expensive, very slow, and to be fair, the it evolves very slowly, right? We are talking about the case for a while already, like more than 5 years, right? And we don't have anything feasible in production yet.
We're still very expensive, yeah?
Exactly. Like it just does not make sense, right? And T is kind of and T is like, I don't know. It's like the from engineering perspective, the simpler the better, right? And trusted execution, it's easier to make a closed environment than to encrypt and decrypt everything on the fly.
Yes, but yeah, look into the merge, which we were waiting for how many years? How many years it was promised? So the same with Zika proofs. I hope that in some future that will come, like all the mathematical and crypto algorithms will come to the cheap solution.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah. Like okay, like I'm pretty pragmatical guy, right? Like 'cause again, like if it's not the product, I
Not
don't
now.
care.
Yes,
Yeah.
not now. Next question. And that's somebody who is asking probably the second time because it says, again, please, how do you prevent a Sybil attack where bad actors poison the model with fake private data.
Uh, I have a general approach to this, right? And it's not
Mhm.
it's not about AI and learning, just like general thing like uh we have captures, right? And everything like and captures like it's kind of cat and mice game, right? Like we create more complicated captures, and bad players create more complicated algorithms to solve those captures, and so like it's like the game, right? And both parties, like both sides, spend money on this. And I suggested the radical solution, right? Like it, and we have prototyping product we call it N capture, where you use your account to log in or to sign into any uh, projects, whatever website, does not matter, right? Like if you want to interact with data, if you want to submit some data or you want to edit some data, you have to pay a fraction of near, like point 0.1 cent, right, of near. Just like you just pay it, right? Like if you behave well, your in captcha score kind of it's so it stays flat, right? There is no increase. But if you start like attacking whatever, like contact form or in the insurance submission form or anything or API calls, right? Your in captcha scores goes like this, like, and next call you pay 1 year, the next call you pay 2 years, the next call you pay 8 years. You wanna spam, right? Let's get
It's
rich.
going to be paid civil attack and
Like,
very expensive one.
yeah, exactly, exponential. So and people like listen, and this particular case that we did test with real people, right? People don't like it. Like like they okay, and they paid 1 year to farm some near tokens, right? But like next time they had to pay 8 near, and they came to support and they say like listen, why is this? Like listen, you're a farmer. Yes, I'm a farmer. Like this is how don't farm. Your crop is not a place for farmers, right? There are other places. This is not okay, and never again. So people don't like that exponential growth of the expense for because like literally like this is the math, right? You gain less than you spend, period, no interest.
Well, that's the interesting algorithm. I think a lot of educators and need to learn from that. There are a lot of people who are publishing content and and working with the contributors. Sasha, we have more questions that we can consume. So,
Mhm.
last question, and the rest will stay in YouTube. It would be if you will decide to answer that, please feel free to comment on our YouTube channel. But the last question is what will happen to intellectual property in education if AI based techniques becomes mainstream? Could it make education more affordable in the future?
uh I don't like the word education itself, right? Education is about Ministry of Education, schools, universities,
Yes, that's
professors.
what
Yeah,
a lot of people are thinking about the cost of education like this. Schools, you know how much
yeah,
we are paying for all those GCC content or IB
yeah,
books or
yeah,
like
yeah,
revision books. Like I have
yeah,
3 kids. I know how much I'm paying for their
yeah.
education.
Uh, the the learning itself has already become free, right? It's free in terms of learning materials. You can find a lot. You might be not getting credentials like official credentials like IB certificate or anything, right? But you can learn a lot by yourself. Intellectual property is a tricky question, right? Like when I talk to MBA graduates like today's, right? And 100% of them believe that still is good. This is how business work. You have to steal, otherwise you are a friar, And nobody cares about intellectual property from business perspective. And with Learn project, with Learn method, we are trying to address it in a Web3 way, right? Like the as the author or contributor to this particular knowledge base, right? You get royalties for its uses, right? Usage, and you get some portion of the knowledge base revenue to be shared among the contributors. Uh, but yeah, this is tricky. This is tricky. Yeah, tricky. I don't know. We'll figure it out one way or another, right? But uh, like
I think, yeah, the price we will see and what will happen.
yeah,
I don't think
you
that
never
it's
know.
possible to stop this process. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely, and the yeah, absolutely, and the like again, like the idea is after all to make the road play net positive some game, right? And if with encaption that verifiable learning activities and other activities on chain, right? Not that everything is transparent, right? But something has to be verifiable. Uh, we may tweak that approach, like still is not good, right? We have to create value to make money, not just extract value from nowhere. And this is what the Web3 is actually addressing. So we'll see. But generally speaking, the short question of like education is free already. You can learn in Harvard, no worries, right? You will not get. I wouldn't recommend though, but you won't get the connections and stuff, right? Networking, if you go in Harvard, like in real world, but again, like it's not about learning, right? Like whatever, like okay. Harvard, okay. They're trying to find the job like for 6 months too, right? The recent graduates from Harvard. So yeah,
Okay. The interesting, I think, yeah, Sasha, many thanks for
my pleasure.
being our speaker for like several years. Many thanks for bringing us such a controversial and interesting topics and provoking those discussions. I hope we will stay close by and we will hear from you more and we will see you next year. Thank you. Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.